All right, strumming on the strings, one of my favorite musical guests here on the show, Mr. Eric Harper. Oh man, strumming the guitar like no one else you've ever heard before. It's very rare to hear a musician, again, that plays an instrument in a very creative style. Mr. Harper's gonna do that. We're gonna hear more music from him, as well as an interview with the guy who's claiming he's the godson of Stan Mikita, Mr. Andrew Roberts, later on this hour. Also coming up on the episode of the show, episode number 55, it's summertime. So Tara Keeping is here. Yes, we got Tara back on the show. She's gonna find out about some summer programs put on by the always excellent Nanaimo District Museum. She'll be speaking with event and program coordinator, KEELY, GRUNERUD. All right, then we're gonna turn our attention to the beautiful game. And of course, by that I'm talking about croquet. No, of course, I'm talking about soccer, and actually we've got, in particular, a Nanaimo youth soccer team that's making a difference right here in the community. So we've got the whole team coming down. LORRAINE JENSEN, in particular, will speak with their coach, SOHAL, as well as a team member, Gabe Webb. And whenever Gabe's dribbling the ball, you know, going around all the other players, the announcer likes to say, an angled web, he weaves. An angled web, he weaves. All right, LORRAINE is also going to introduce us to the world of a summer family craft fair, and in particular, an event that's actually collecting bras for a good cause. So it's a great way to show support in the community, that's for sure. Nancy Austin will be here to let us know more about that initiative. Now, if you work a desk job, well, facts are facts. You're not going to burn off any calories while you're sitting there. You're not going to be fit and limber unless there's some sort of way you can introduce exercise routines to your day at work. Brian SUGIYAMA is here to find out just how to do that, along with fitness instructor Tara McNeil. And of course, with soccer and exercises and all these great summer recreation opportunities coming up, this gives you all sorts of plenty of opportunities to go out and injure yourself. So with that in mind, we brought to the show pharmacist Kevin Cox, who's going to teach us a little bit about summer first aid and summer safety. But first, to kick things off, we're going to talk with Brian, who's going to find out about a downtown Nanaimo live music series, as well as some other programs, stuff you really got to check out. So check on in and let's begin. It's the show right here on Shaw TV.
Here with Deborah Beck, Recreation Coordinator with Nanaimo Parks, Recreation and Culture, and we're going to talk about a few of the programs that are on for free in the parks. And let's start with the Summer Concert Series.
Yes, well, the Summer Concert Series is very popular. Comes back every year. We have it down at Bowen Park Amphitheater, which is right down in the center of Bowen Park in July, starting July 10th. And then we move down to Maffeo Sutton Park in August. And that's on a Wednesday from 6 till 7:30.
So same time, Wednesday nights. First month in July, they're all
at Bowen Park.
At Bowen Park.
Yep.
And in August, they're at Maffeo Sutton.
That's
and
right.
There's a whole array. It looks like there's 8 performers. That's
right. And we have quite a variety of performers.
Yes.
Everybody from our quartets, our barbershop quartet, to our comedy duo, Kenny Shaw and Brian Temple. We've got the Nanaimo Chamber Orchestra, Nation Off the Summer, big group. The Notables, Blue Cadillac, Royal Canadians, a teen group, which is really fun. Saskia and Darrow, it's kind of a new group that we've had out, and the Big Mess and Flashback Freddy. So really great entertainers as well as wonderful musicians.
Wonderful. Now, that's one of the things going on, and I know each summer Parks, Recreation, Culture has a number of things going on, which includes, I guess, your playground program, water parks.
Yeah.
What's new with those things?
So these are all our free summer programs. We have playground programs starting next week, July 2nd, and we have 4 different parks that we're at. We're at the Harewood Mining Water Park, we're at Mansfield Park, we're at Devereux Community Park on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we're at Fairview Community School, which is new, and out at Country Hills, out in Extension, which is new on Tuesday and Thursdays.
Okay. And one of the other things is new to our water parks is that overhaul that was done just recently at Kiwanis Sunrisers Park at Departure Bay.
That's right. Yeah, if you haven't been down, you have to go down and check out Departure Bay Water Park. It's brand new, it's wonderful. The water sprayers are really great. We always have the Devereux Water Park, which is also available. Harewood Mining Park, and Mansfield has new sprayers too. So that's something new to check out.
Now, we're going to talk about a new thing going on, a little challenge, a little contest called the Golden Bucket Contest. Tell me about that.
Yes, this is our Golden Bucket. So over the summer months, we want to try and get people into our parks. and we want to get them to search for this golden bucket. I have a bucket that moves every week. It looks like this, and you can get your clues on Facebook if you are one of our Facebook friends, or go on to the Parks Rec and Culture website, look for the little golden icon and click on it for clues, or at any of our facilities you'll find a bucket like this with clues. So every week you'll find a clue. You have to figure out which park it's in and where in that park it is. When you find the bucket, there's a question inside the bucket, and you have to answer that question to prove that you found the bucket, and you send your answer to askprc@nanaimo.ca. And each week your name goes in for a draw for one of our wonderful prizes. Grand prize at the end of the summer is over $200 worth of recreational opportunities.
Great. So for further information, Deb, on all of these things, people can go to the City of Nanaimo website at www.nanaimo.ca and look under Parks, Recreation and Culture.
That's right, under our events.
All the events, which include the summer concerts, Fun in the Sun, all of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. That's
Thank
been
you.
great.
Hopefully we'll see you in the parks.
Okay, let's head over to Tara Keeping right now on the demo set.
Thanks, Brian. It's good to be back. It has been some time since I've been on this show. The last time I was on, we were celebrating the Chinese New Year, and I was wearing a python sake, as you would a boa, one of those scarf things. So yes, but I'm glad to be here again. And here with me is KEELY GRUNERUD, a summer student. You're with the summer student program at the Nanaimo Museum. Your title is the summer events coordinator.
Yes, it is.
So we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about adult programs. We're going to talk about student programs and the summer program that you're involved with, as well as some of the features that are happening at the museum.
Some of the events and feature exhibits, definitely.
Lots of stuff. So let's talk about the program. How did you get involved? Just so other young women and men might be watching this, and they may want to know how to get involved.
Yeah, definitely. My position is federally funded through Heritage Canada, but I came to sort of find out about the position through actually Vancouver Island University. Nice. They're really great about posting jobs for summer student positions, and through that I got in contact with the museum, and here I am today.
Yes.
So
hey, but when you get to be on TV too. Yes. I just think it's so important that we train up our young people so that you get the experience and everything, and then get paid too, because you got to go to university, and it's certainly not a cheap cheap endeavor anymore. So, and is this a one-time gig, or can you do this again?
No, I can definitely do it again next summer. They're always hiring summer students. Definitely check the Nanaimo Museum website early in the spring. That's when they post job opportunities. But if you don't want to do just a summer position, they're always looking for volunteers.
Yes,
so
they are.
Definitely check that out.
Okay, so now you brought a demo, because this is something that you're going to do for the summer. You're going to, you teach these to the children, right?
Yes,
Good.
We have a couple different summer programs that we're running for kids this year. One is called Quill Pens and Inkwells, and it's running on Tuesdays from 10 to 12 p.m. And it's essentially showing kids what school was like 100 years ago.
Like the little guys?
Yes.
How old are the kids?
5 to 12 is usually what it's aimed for. And it's a drop-in program, so you can come, stay for half an hour, 10 minutes, whatever you like.
Educational babysitting, right?
Yes, basically. They get to use little quill pens and learn how to do cursive writing. They'll play with old-fashioned toys.
Charlotte can get that. And what's this little guy here too? We'll talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. This is part of our other children's program that we're running on Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. called Junior Archaeology. Ooh, so this is a really great program. Same sort of age group, 5 to 12 years old, hands-on, which is great. Good. And this is actually called a story stone. So it's an artifact within the museum inventory, and kids will get to handle things like this, other artifacts. They'll get to remake clay pots. Oh, nice. Make petroglyph rubbings, and basically learn about history through the eyes of an archaeologist.
And that's great, because you're learning the history, and if you're going to put your children in something, I think it's good to put them in something that they're going to learn something.
Yes, and it's not just all boring history. A lot of hands-on activities, so it's fun that way.
It's never boring at the Nanaimo Museum. So what kind of demo do we have here, KEELY?
Yeah, this is one of the activities that kids are going to be doing. It's essentially sifting dirt, but this is what archaeologists do to find some of the smaller pieces of artifacts. So I have here, these are called nesting screens, so it's sort of two different screens with mesh on the bottom. Okay. And essentially archaeologists would take scoops of dirt from something called middens, which are sort of garbage piles in a dig, and they would put them on the screens, and you essentially shake it, and all the big sort of artifacts would come out on top. So we have pottery pieces. Some kids might be lucky enough to find an arrowhead while they do this activity. So the top screen collects all the big pieces, all the smaller pieces, so things like shells or glass beads would be held in the bottom portion here. So very interactive. Kids get to sort of explore the career of an archaeologist.
And so if they were to do this program, this would probably take, what, it's an hour
it runs
class?
for 2 hours, the whole program.
Wow. It's a lot entertaining for them, hey?
Yes. Usually we say for the archaeology program, it takes, the kids are really involved, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. But of course, if they're really into it, it can take a little longer. So.
Oh, good. All right, well, thanks, Keely. We're going to come back after, and we're going to talk about some other things. But right now, we are going to go to Lorraine.
My guests, thanks, Tara. My guests, I'm so excited right now, is Jazz Sohal, Gabe Webb, and this is look how handsome they are, the under-8 boys team for the Harbour City Football Club. And I understand, Gabe, that there was a big party thrown for you last week. The mayor was there, Bank of Montreal was there was a whole bunch of people there to celebrate you all. How did that feel?
Great.
Great, and do you know why they were there to celebrate you?
Because we were the team of the week.
Because you won Team of the Week for Bank of Montreal. That is outstanding. Now, Jazz is your coach, and Jazz is here to tell us, I am so excited for you kids. Under 8 years old, you've been nominated to win possibly up to $125,000 to come back into the community of Nanaimo, one of 15 teams across the country. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations, fellas. You've done a great job. So Jazz, tell us how this all came to be.
Well, first off, I'd like to say thank you for having us here today. This is great. So these boys were nominated, like you said, one of 15 teams across Canada based on team pride, community commitment, and passion for the game, and team spirit. And
wow.
So out of several teams across, BMO runs a grassroots program for soccer, and we nominated these boys based on their community contributions, and they were one of the 15 teams that were selected to move on and become finalists in this amazing contest.
This is very, very exciting. You all excited?
Yes.
Yes, I guess you are. This is the biggest prize in amateur sports, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
so what happens now?
Well, what we have coming up is from August 5th to the 19th, across Canada, there'll be a massive vote, and these boys have an opportunity to bring $125,000 back to our community. That would go towards a local field. They also have an opportunity to win $5,000 for a charity of their choice. Our team has selected the Kids Help Phone to be our charity.
Great.
So it's a great little charity that we're supporting, and we're looking forward to the journey that we're going to go on.
So the vote, tell me about the vote. Is it like Dancing with the Stars and The Voice?
Yeah, definitely. These boys will be just like the contestants are Dancing with the Stars. And it'll be a national vote. People will be allowed to go online they can go to bmosoccer.com or our team page, which is teambmo.com, and help support these kids and register one vote per day from the dates of August 5th to the 19th. And yeah, we look forward to all the energy and excitement that the community is going to bring to us.
So did you hear that, Nanaimo? August 5th to the 19th, you can go on every day and vote. Not just you, but everybody else you know. This is so exciting.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
Now, but who are some of our competitors?
So currently there's some teams all the way from Laval, Quebec, to Kingston, Ontario, and Saskatoon. So there's several teams across Canada. So we're not only looking just to get Nanaimo inspired to get behind these little boys, but we're looking at the whole island and all of BC, and to inspire all of Canada to get behind these young 7-year-olds who are giving so much back.
How wonderful. So what do we need to do? What are we going to do as a community to support you as a team over the next couple of months?
Well, what we're looking for is a lot of corporate support in the sense of getting our message out. We're not looking for dollars or anything. We're looking for a community involvement, community spirit, and exactly what these boys have given to the community. We're now just asking a tiny little bit back in terms of a single vote, and to get us to be able to bring back that money back to our city and our community.
And you've already got some great people coming together to help support you in all of this?
Definitely. We've got some great sign companies, some great corporate supporters. We've got mums and dads from children that aren't even on our team, you know, that are part of the club. The club, Harbour City FC, is phenomenal where they've gotten behind us. Shaw TV. So it's all coming together.
That is...
Yeah, it's an exciting time.
That is great. That is great. So all summer then, you fellas, you're going to be like celebrities. You know that, don't you? Yeah. You're going to be going places and shaking hands and kissing babies. Yeah? Because I guess the mayor was at your big party last week. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So you just have to act like him when you go to these big events and just keep saying to people, vote for me, vote for me, vote for us. So Nanaimo, vote for them. You can do it on, come August the 5th, you'll be able to vote at
teambmo.com.
teambmo.com, and there's a Facebook page being put together, and it says, Nanaimo, help us win. So thank you, fellas. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Gabe. And yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Back to you, Tara.
Thanks, Lorraine. We're back with Keely. So now we talked about the student summer programs. So now there's the adult programs, and we have the Bastion tours, and we also have the exciting exhibits that are coming up. So let's start with the adult programs. What are some of the adult programs and tours that are offered at the museum?
Yeah, definitely. The museum, the fun isn't just for the kids this summer. We do have a lot of adult guided tours. So Old City walking tours, cemetery tours, in gallery tours. Definitely check out our website, www.nanaimomuseum.ca, for program dates, times, and costs. These programs tend to fill up really fast.
Now, you talked about fun adult programs. I remember, I never did this one, but I remember you had the pub crawl. Do you still have the pub crawls?
We don't have the pub crawl. I wish we had the pub crawl still, but no, it's one of the tours we don't offer anymore. But the cemetery tour is coming up soon, so definitely check that out. Yes.
Now the Bastion, because people have to know that you do have Bastion tours as well.
We actually, the Bastion, the museum is the guardian of the Bastion, which is on Front Street, and we actually have it open just for the public every day now during the summer, so 10 to 3 p.m. And if you want to start your afternoon off with a bang, we do have a noon cannon firing ceremony every day, so definitely check that out because it's very fun, rain or shine.
And I actually highly recommend doing that because I've done that. I have fired the cannon at the Bastion, and it is a lot of fun.
It is fun.
So if someone wants to get involved with it, because it's open to the public, so,
yes.
So how can you tell us how we can do that?
Yeah, definitely. Anyone can fire the cannon. What the museum asks for is just a small donation to sort of help us with some of our summer programs and with artifact restoration, that sort of thing. So you can contact the museum. The easiest way to just go through our website. They'll have contact information there for you.
Perfect. So let's talk about these exhibits, because our museum here has some very exceptional exhibits. I love fashion, so there's the Art Deco fashion, and there's also a Coco Chanel dress.
Yes, the feature exhibit for the next few months is Art Deco fashions. It's sort of fashions from the 1920s, 1930s, and yes, there is a little black Coco Chanel dress, so definitely.
That so we can show Raymond there.
I'm not sure if it's actually in that one, yeah,
but put the Coco Chanel dress.
Well, we gotta bring people into the museum, so that's why. Yeah, it's definitely lots of beautiful, ornate pieces.
And this is a private collection by
Ivan Sayers. So.
Ivan Sayers from Vancouver.
Yes.
Well, you gotta check that out, folks. I tell you, the exhibits that are in the Nanaimo Museum are exceptional. Thank you, Keely, so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. This was great.
Well, anytime. Now we're gonna go back to the talented Eric Harper.
Staring across the ocean in your eyes, and diving into feelings I never thought were mine. How I found a heart like a spring in April's bloom, and how I found a meaning standing next to you. So I hope you understand, I hope you understand. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. You're the meaning of it all. You know you complete me. If someone were to tell me that I'd be meeting you, I wouldn't take it seriously. I'd chase away the news. I didn't think me able to be so deep in love. I thought it'd be fable to feel so much for one. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. You're the meaning of it all. You know you complete me. Complete me. If someone were to tell me I'd be meeting you, staring across the ocean in your eyes. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. You're the meaning of it all. Oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. You're the meaning of it all. Understand, oh, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. You're the meaning of it all. You know you complete me.
All right, that's the very, very talented Eric Harper here in the Shaw TV studios. Awesome stuff, as per always. Track there called You Completely, and we will have more with Eric later on this hour. More music, as well as an interview with Mr. Andrew, the Madman on Madison Roberts. Yes, I'm sure we'll be talking about a little Chicago Blackhawk stuff as well. We're talking about a summer fair. We've got stuff on office exercises, summer first aid info, and much, much more coming up here on the show. But first, I just got back from a little vacation to the Okanagan. One of the coolest things about the interior of BC, of course, is all the fresh fruit and produce stands you just see littered all over the place. And so I thought to myself, well, what do we have here that's similar on Vancouver Island? So I did a bit of digging, and what I found was we're home to a ton of great farmers markets. Stuff where you can get produce, fruit, veggies, as well as meat and dairy and crafts and much, much more. Also with this, of course, with the way the seasons change, you can get much, much different produce over the course of the year. They're usually open from late spring until early fall, so definitely recommend you check it out, support local farmers. So I'm just going to give a big shout out to them, run down some of the great ones happening on the island you should really check out. Starting down in the Cowichan Valley, where the farmers are always working for the weekend. On Saturday, there are markets in downtown Duncan, as well as in Honeymoon Bay. That's at the Coffee Mill on South Shore Road. Both of those operating from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. And if you're down there on Sunday, from 10 till 3, you can check out the South Cowichan Farmers Market. That's happening at 4485 Trans-Canada Highway, pretty much smack dab right in the middle of Duncan to Cobble Hill. Heading north from there, Ladysmith has a downtown farmers market on Tuesday evenings from 3 until 7. And as well, Chemainus, they have a Wednesday afternoon market, probably some Western stuff there as well. And that's taking place at Water Wheel Park from 10 to 4. The rest of Central Vancouver Island absolutely full of farmers markets. Just run them down for you here. On Wednesdays, the BEBAN Park Fairgrounds right here in Nanaimo hosts a great evening market from 4 until 6:30. And then Magnolia Court in the charming hamlet of Bowser. They also have a Wednesday evening market as well from 6 until 8:30. On Fridays, you can check out the great downtown Nanaimo Farmers Market. That's right on the Nanaimo waterfront, having from 10 till 2. And on Saturday, if you're going to check out fruit and veggies, there's absolutely a ton of good stuff going on. I just hear Todd laughing over there, ridiculous. All right, Scott's laughing too. Anyways, serious business, the Farmers Market Saturday, a million options, including the Orange Bridge in Parksville, the Harbour Quay in Port Alberni. Thanks, Todd, beautiful. The Arrington Community Park, downtown Qualicum Beach, the Agricultural Hall on Gabriola Island. That's where North and South Road meet, right by the ferry terminal. As well as the Comox Valley Fairgrounds, the Hornby Island Community Hall, and on Quadra Island, right by the Credit Union. And to finish it off, on Sundays, there's a market in Campbell River, the Pier Street Market in Cedar, a market at the Crow and Gate Pub Field, and also in Lanceville at St. Philip's by the Sea. So there's no excuse not to check out a farmer's market and get some great goods from right here, locally grown and produced on Vancouver Island. All right, now it's time for me to move on. We'll go do some push-ups, and so right about now, I'm going to throw it over to Lorraine. Lorraine, mercifully, over to you.
Thank you, Matt. I didn't even get to hear some of those jokes, but I'm sure they were really funny. My guest now is Nancy Austin, and Nancy is with us this afternoon because she is going to be hosting a summer family fair. Welcome, Nancy.
Thank you.
So tell me about this fair that you're hosting.
It's a fair for everybody in the family. We've got things for children, husbands, wives. You can shop for your clothing, renovation work, food, canning.
I can come to your fair and shop for renovations?
You can get renovation advice. We've got a guy there that does the renovation work himself, or if you're just looking for advice, he's there to offer his advice too.
So does that mean, I understand you have more than 50 vendors at this fair, is that correct?
Yes, we do. This is our largest one so far. Generally we have no more than 40 at one of our other locations, but we decided to expand and spread it out, and so yeah, we're looking anywhere between 50 and 55 vendors.
Wow, that's fantastic. And this is where the renovations fellow would be there, and what other kind of vendors do you have on hand?
Yeah, we have a lady that does home canning. We also have crocheters, we have sewers, we have any of your favorite direct sales businesses, of course. We have ladies who make tutus or custom cakes or diaper cakes for baby showers. Yeah, we have a really wide variety this time.
I think I need to come just to see a diaper cake because I've never seen a diaper cake before.
Yes, they're quite interesting and they've become quite popular. It's a great baby shower gift.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, and they can be very diverse. They can come with toys in them, diapers, cloth diapers, receiving blankets.
And entertainment, what kind of entertainment do you have?
We'll have a DJ on site who he plays a mix of sort of 50s music, keep it calm but still exciting. And we have face painters there. We have a gentleman who will be providing hot dogs and hamburgers as well as salmon burgers in his barbecue it was an Oldsmobile, a yellow Oldsmobile that has been turned into his barbecue grill.
It was a car?
Yep.
And so does he drive it? To the site?
I'm not sure on that. If it actually runs, I'm not too sure.
I think my husband would be very interested in being able to drive his barbecue around with him.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Todd's very interested too. I heard him over there talking earlier about loving beef and pork. I was like, yeah. So great. So this guy's got this car, which is a barbecue. He's going to have that there selling hot dogs and hamburgers?
Yeah, so we'll have him there providing food. He said there's a children's menu as well for the little ones to come out. And then as well, he said if it's, depending how busy it is, he can do salmon and halibut burgers as well.
So speaking of food, do you also encourage people to bring, as part of their admission, food for the food bank?
Yes, so there's 3 options that they can do. They can do a cash donation, they can do a non-perishable food bank donation, or we have our bra donation, gently or new used bras. Yes.
Okay, so I can bring my bra, a gently used bra, as my admission to the fair.
Yeah, and with all admission.
Tell me more.
With our admission as well, you're getting a free raffle ticket with prizes from all of our vendors. And with the bra donations, it's going towards our goal of 100 pounds of bras. So that's a steep goal, I know, but some of our ladies, it's surprising. We've had a lady say that she's bringing 21 bras with her to the event. And yeah, we hope to raise 100 pounds of them. At the end of the show, we'll have Rhonda lift the bras.
Rhonda Heaslip.
Yes.
She was on the show a few months ago.
Yeah, yeah, and so she's going to come out and hopefully we can meet our 100-pound goal or more and see her raise them all up for us.
So she's just going to put them in her arms and lift them up? Is that what
I'm not sure what
hang them on a bar?
Probably hang them up. That's probably the easiest way to go about it, yes.
Nice. So then these bras go where?
So they go to an organization called Free the Girls.
Free the Girls.
And it's a nonprofit organization that was started to help women who were in the sex trafficking ring and have been now been rescued from that. And it provides them with a flexible and safe environment to earn an income. And as well, they donate them to local shelters as well around the United States and in Canada.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much. That's amazing. So for people that want to come out, families that want to come out to the event, they come out on July the 6th to BEBAN Park at 10:30?
Yeah, 10 until 3:30.
10 until 3:30. Lots of entertainment, lots of prizes, just a great family day.
Yes.
Fantastic. And bring your used bras.
Yes, don't forget the bras.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much, Nancy. It's been fabulous.
Thanks for having me.
And now I'd like to pass the set back to Andrew and Eric.
Well, thanks, Lorraine. And as you can see, my playoff beard is fully grown, which means only one thing. The Chicago Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup. So hold your applause. Yeah, yeah. It's actually kind of hot in here, so if you can just hold on a sec while I take off my jersey. What? Anyway.
Before we go on any further, I just want to present Andrew, of course, with the cup. So enjoy. Congratulations.
Perfect. Excellent. I'm not going to kiss it though. So thanks, Matt.
Welcome.
So I'm here with Eric Harper. Thanks for being here, Eric.
Thanks for having me.
Excellent. So you've been around the scene in Nanaimo playing lots of shows all over. What's been going on in the last couple of years for you?
Last couple of years, a lot's been going on. Aside from performing a lot, been doing a lot of composing. Finished Kevin Spacey's latest movie entitled Inseparable. Also had a bunch of songs placed on TV shows like How I Met Your Mother, Burn Notice, some NFL stuff, and Roseanne's Nuts, that's nuts.
Never heard of that, but that's great. That's excellent. And yeah, How I Met Your Mother's a big show, and football games and things too. That's amazing. So how do you go about getting those songs placed on the TV shows?
Well, the process is that I compose for music libraries, and in turn, then I turn these songs into music licensing companies. And then their job is to essentially go after TV shows and commercials and movies and try to get these songs placed as they go. And so it's basically a numbers game. The more songs I write, the more chances I get of getting these songs placed on these TV shows and so forth.
Wow, oh, right on. You've got a new CD that you just finished?
Yep, new CD. It's called Ribeira, which is Portuguese for Riverside. It's an all-instrumental CD because I had a lot of fans who were bugging me saying, hey, do you have any instrumental CDs? And I said no. So I finally hankered down and came out with an all-instrumental CD. So you're going to hear a lot of things that are sort of flamenco-based and Portuguese fado-based, a lot of stuff sort of centered around the nylon guitar.
What are some of your influences?
Some of my influences, for guitar, I would have to say Vicente Amigo. He's, for those of you who don't know, he's a Spanish flamenco guitar player, one of my favorite guitar players of all time, and just a phenomenal guitar player and composer. And for songwriting, I definitely have to say Dave Matthews. So the way I sort of approach music is almost kind of a blend of those two guys.
Oh. Yeah, both excellent artists. I've got to look up Vicente a little bit more there. Yeah. But yeah, now what inspired you to play music?
You know, it's funny. I was 7 years old, and I was doing the dishes. I remember this specifically, and some song came on the radio, and it just magically mesmerized me. I had to stop what I was doing, and I walked from the kitchen to the living room, and I just stared at the stereo system. And all I remember thinking is I want to make people feel like that. And from age 7, I knew I was going to be a musician, so I started taking piano lessons and then drum lessons. And at age 12, I discovered the guitar, and from there on out, I've been doing what I do.
I've seen Eric play many times over the last few years, and I'm just amazed at his ability. How long did it take you to get to the level that you were? I mean, like, was it a hard process?
It really took about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, that's it. No, just kidding. I've been playing guitar for about 23 years.
23 years.
Yeah, so. And I think in my teenage years was probably when I practiced the most, and I was really on top of being very intense about a regimented practice schedule, whereas now it's more about composing and production and getting those songs to the music libraries.
As a 7-year-old kid, I'm assuming you took your air guitar and you played and you were imagining yourself in front of thousands of people. You did get a chance to play in front of thousands of people in China? Tell me about that.
I did in China and in LA. I was actually hired as a flamenco guitar player to play with a Chinese pop band. I was the only white dude. Nobody spoke English. I was the only one there who was a foreigner. It was a wonderful experience as well as a very awkward experience. You can imagine the amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Lost in translation situations that we had were quite abundant, but it was a lot of fun and I had a wonderful time.
Excellent. Now, where can people find out more about Eric Harper?
You can find more about me at ericharpermusic.com. So you can find everything that goes on with my music life, everything I've been doing compose-wise. I have a blog. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. So facebook.com/Eric Harper Music, and the same thing for Twitter. Twitter.com/Eric Harper Music.
Excellent. Definitely follow Eric on the social media there. You can also catch Eric live Fridays and Saturdays at Fibber McGee's. And yeah, iTunes, definitely I want to check out some more of your tunes. You're going to play something for us?
Yeah, man, this is a song from my new album. This is called Romanza.
Excellent. Take it away.
All right.
Well, I'm here with Tara McNeil, local fitness instructor, and we're going to talk about some exercises, Tara, that we can do in the office. And people tend to get a whole day in the office and don't get out for exercise. So what can they do?
Well, the first thing you need to do is be able to warm up. So if you've run to the photocopier 10 times, you're good to go. If not, just move around a little bit before you get going. The reason is so that you get the blood circulating, not just in your tummy area. So let's just do a couple circles, move around. Okay, so I'm going to show you 5 exercises you can do in 5 minutes and you're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to get you to have a seat.
Sure.
Okay, so you want to sit right on the edge of the chair. Perfect.
All right.
Okay, so you're going to engage your core. You're going to lean back, keep your feet down for a second, and don't touch the back of the chair.
Okay.
So you're going to, right on the edge though, come right to the edge. Well, you got to have a good chair.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get you to take your arms up if you're a high level and breathe. Make sure you breathe. You feel that in your tummy?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's take your legs down for a second. Put your hands on the chair And then I'm going to get you to pedal like you're pedaling a bicycle.
Okay, so just lean back, don't...
Yeah, don't touch the back of the chair, so you want to sit on much on the edge as you can. It's harder than you think it is, actually.
Yeah.
It's really working in your core.
Okay.
Same thing if you're higher level, you can lift your arms up and work on that.
Okay.
Okay, so how's that feel? You feel that your tummy working?
Oh, I can feel it.
Okay, perfect. So put your feet down. Now, if you're just a beginner at it, you can just do one leg at a time and start out. So your goal is a minute on that.
Okay.
Then we're going to switch to a plank. So I'm going to get you to stand up.
All right.
This is a core exercise, making sure the chair is stable, so you can even put it against your desk if you want to.
All right.
And you're going to put your forearms on the chair and step out. Good. Now you want to make sure your body's nice and straight, perfect, so you don't want to slouch your back down, and keep your core really strong. And this is also where you want to breathe. Now if you have a back issue, you can lift your butt up just a little bit, but make sure you hold it. If you feel the quiver, then you're doing it perfect. Do you feel any quiver yet? Or can you hold it for a while? Good. Okay, now keep it nice and strong. And if you need to rest, come up, but you're going to hold, your goal is going to be for a minute. And just think how much workout that's going to be if you can do it for a minute. So maybe start with 20 seconds. So come on up. I'm going to show you a modifier. Now, if by chance that's too hard for you, or if you have bad knees, you could start on your desk. Okay. So something higher, or your office chair. Okay. So let's go back to the same plank.
All right.
So stepping out, see, nice and straight with your body. Perfect. That looks great. And still breathe. So this is a level, if you haven't done it before, you can start with this. Now that feel a little bit lighter than the other one?
Oh, certainly, because you're not down as low.
Yeah, so it's great. It's a great starter one. And harder still would be down if you go down actually onto your desk, right? So you've got your 3 levels to choose from.
Okay.
So let's do some push-ups. You ready for those?
Okay.
Okay, so get you to come up. Let's put your hands on there. You ever done a push-up on the wall before? On the
sometimes.
Table? Okay. So let's keep your shoulders over top. Drop your elbows a little bit and drop down. Take your elbows out, out to the sides.
Okay.
Then come all the way down. Don't hit your nose and come back up. Perfect. Let's do 5.
Okay.
How's that feeling?
Great.
Breathing, keeping everything nice and strong. Your arms feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Let's go 2 more. And now if you want to add some intensity to it, if you're a higher level person, you can take it down and you can hold it. Same thing.
Here?
Yeah, hold it right there. How's that feel? You're working your arms, you're working in your core, so you're kind of doing a plank and a push-up at the same time.
That's right.
So working on a minute for that. Great. So come on up. Okay, so there's some upper body stuff done.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're going to work on a lunge. So the plank and then the lunge is a compound exercise. Basically, it means you work a lot of muscles in a short amount of time. So let's step out into a lunge. So let's step back with your back foot, nice and tall in your body.
Okay.
Okay, so if you've never done it or if you have bad knees, you're going to stay nice and tall. If you're okay, like you've done it before, you look good. You can drop down in that back knee. Now, holding onto your chair if you want to. So maybe I'll get you to hold onto the chair for balance. So this is if you're a starter, you can hold it there. Okay. And feel okay for balance?
Wonderful.
Okay, so your levels are high or your levels are low. It's up to you. And let's take your arms up.
Okay.
And let's sway them around. Try to work your balance. Nice and slow. And if you want to add your body up and down, there, see the challenge there?
Yes.
Okay,
stay balanced.
Stay balanced. You can definitely hold onto a chair and even do one arm. Nice, breathe. Hold on to the chair there. Good. And then bring it up, shake it out.
Okay.
Then you got to change legs.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's got to be even.
Yes.
So let's get your balance, nice and high if you want to, or nice and low, and then add your motion.
Okay, well that's great. We'll come back with a few more things, and let's take it over to Tara, who's talking to somebody about first aid in the summer.
Thanks, Brian. Summer is here, yay! And so are those summer activities, whether it's camping, glamping, biking, hiking, boating, you name it. It's always a really good idea to have a summer first aid. Here to talk first aid with me is pharmacist Kevin Cox. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's great for you to be here because, I mean, safety is always important, especially with summer because there's a lot of, like you being the pharmacist, the expert, what are the common injuries that you see in the summertime that people have?
You'll see a lot more things like burn, sunburn, allergic reactions to bee stings, insect bites, those types of things that we're treating more in the summer.
More so than the other seasons. Now, is there a different kit? Because I know we're talking summer first aid kit, so is there a different kit for winter, spring, fall, or?
I would usually just suggest having a core first aid kit that you add a few things to for the season, you know, for the summer season, say. I would ensure that, you know, with a good complete first aid kit with a number of different type of dressing options that one add to it, an antihistamine for bee stings, If somebody happens to be allergic in the family, something like a life-saving EpiPen would be added to a summer kit. Those would be kind of the main. I also, like this would be a kit out of my car, also have sunscreen around, and topical anesthetic product for somebody with sunburn, like Lanacane.
Now, there's 2 first aid kits here. What are the 2 differences between the 2?
Basically, this one here is going to be fewer options in terms of number of dressings, a little more compact, something more that you would maybe take if you were tenting, what have you. It is not going to be able to deal with, you know, the number of types of things we're going to deal with in here as well. But this is a really good setup one in that it actually organizes everything by, you know, wound dressings, what have you. Kind of a main thing they'll always have in all of your kits seasonally is an instant cold pack as well. Acute injury, somebody spraining their ankle, falling off their bike or whatever, first thing you want to do is you want to get ice on it.
And so the products you have here, these are some of the things that they can supplement the first aid kits here.
Yeah, this would be what I would suggest for a more complete summer first aid kit would be to have, in terms of analgesics and anti-inflammatory for sprains and aches, something like naproxen or Advil. I would probably also add in a muscle relaxant pain reliever. This is kind of the typical, people have broken out their lawnmower for the first time in the spring, and Monday morning I get the 900 people in a row all looking for anti-inflammatories. Always make sure you have some polysporin type product, antibiotic ointment around at all times in your first aid kit. A fast-acting, strong antihistamine like a liquid gel diphenhydramine, Benadryl type product. For bee stings, typically your long-acting, non-sedating products like Claritin and Reactin aren't really going to be fast enough acting for somebody who has severe allergies to bee stings.
And all these little guys can fit into you would just take the little packets and fit them into the kit.
Yeah, those will all fit within. If you want to get a little more complete with some of these products, again, if somebody has major allergies, an EpiPen would be handy to have, might save their life. Also, we do tend to be boating a lot in this part of the world, so some anti-nausea pills, Gravol.
And I see lots of sun products here too, because that is a huge thing. Because I know that I just came back from Hawaii and I never have any problems with sun, but I did because my skin's changing. What do you recommend? And is there damage if you being the pharmacist, like, is there any damage that you would, if you did have like where it's really peeling and it's really red? Have you done damage, and how can you rectify that?
Rectify it by don't letting it happen in the first place would be the biggest thing. Keeping the area moist in aloe vera gel, stopping the skin from drying out is the biggest thing you can do when somebody has major sunburn. So to
kind of heal that damage that you've done.
More of a soothing effect, but reality is the damage is done, the burn is there, and it is going to heal in its process, but you want to relieve the discomfort as much as you possibly can, and by keeping that moist continuously with like an aloe vera gel would be your best way of going about it. Something like this topical Lanacane spray will take away the burning sensation very quickly, and it also has antiseptic properties as well, so it would be a handy one to have for, cuts or insect bites in general, but it'll numb the entire area.
So we're just actually wrapping up here. Do you have any other tips before we leave here?
For summer first aid?
For summer first aid.
Get out and enjoy it, but be prepared.
So folks at home, you can Google summer safety tips, or you can reach Kevin Cox at 390-5700.
5730.
5730, sorry. And we're gonna go back to Brian.
Thanks, Tara. I'm here with Tara McNeil again, and we're gonna talk about some exercises you can do in your chair for your legs and for some cardio.
During the day you want to get your heart rate going a little bit just to loosen up a little bit. So let's just start pretending we're skiing. Now it's summertime, so we don't have to worry about that. Just think you're skiing and turning your arms side to side, opposite. You end up getting waist exercise too, right? So just imagine those slopes for the winter. You can practice right on the edge. Then what you want to do is open up your legs nice and slow. Lean back a little bit if you want to engage that core, or stay nice and straight.
Just engage the core a little bit more.
Leaning back, if you lean back a little bit. Level ones would just be tapping side to side. And then you can end up doing some calf raises really quick. Gets the blood flowing, gets everything going. Now, if you did all of those for a minute, you definitely get your heart rate going. And run and do some stairs too. I'm sure everybody has offices in this, that has stairs, so just run and do some stairs.
Avoid the elevator.
Yeah, avoid the elevator. Yeah, so then of course you want to stretch after, or if you're feeling tight in your body, you want to stretch. Okay, so one of the best exercises for stretching, because we're sitting in a chair, if you have a hip concern, you're going to cross here. If you're okay, if you haven't had a hip replacement or your hips are okay, you're going to cross at your knee.
Okay.
Okay, now if it's hard for you, just do what you can, keep it lower. Now if you want to make it a little more intense, take that one side out and gently open up on your thigh. You never want to push on your knee though, you want to keep it on your thigh. And just opening up in your hip. Okay, it allows that hip to stretch. When we're sitting straight on, we really want to stretch. Okay, let's just quickly, let's quickly go to the other side. So like I said, if you have a hip concern, you can keep it down lower. And then just opening up on your thigh.
Okay.
Good. Nice. Now one thing that always happens, we're on our computer all the time, our shoulders come forward, which actually means we're tight in the shoulders, not in the back. So if you imagine that my hand is a wall, you come straight out from the wall. Okay, and then you take your shoulder nice and tall in your body and take your shoulder forward and push against my hand as if you're pushing on a wall, and that'll open up in your shoulders and help to loosen up in the shoulder. Because often that's why we end up with shoulders coming forward all the time and we get stiff.
That's right.
In there, yeah. So then one other one that's great for the back is to turn to the side of the chair.
Okay.
Okay, now if your back is sore, you want to keep it to the bottom of the chair. If your back is okay, you can go nice and tall. And once again, you can add a little resistance to the chair or even to your hand on your leg. Whatever feels good, just to get that deeper stretch.
Deeper stretch, and you're twisting around your spine here?
You're turning it, yes, nice and gentle, nice and slow.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you want to go the other side. This is a great thing to do even anytime during your work day. Add that little bit of resistance, nice and tall in your body. Perfect.
Good, good.
Good.
So now I know we've been doing a lot of things sitting. There's some things, you know, we want to get legs strong. We certainly did some things sitting in the chair. What's a chance of doing something if we want to work the quads, the glutes,
your legs?
the hands?
No, a great exercise is a wall squat. So this, of course, we don't have a full wall, so you want to make sure you have got a wall that doesn't move.
Yeah.
You want to come out, bring your feet out enough so that your knees, when you come down, are right over your ankles. And just slide down. Perfect. And then you're going to hold. Now, if you have knee concerns, you can be much higher up, and you work there. And this is a skier exercise. Actually, skiers use this to strengthen their legs.
Yeah.
And your knees are nice and straight over the ankles, so you're supporting your legs. All the work's being on the thighs. And you hold as long as you can or until you're going to fall down.
And this position, being against the wall, keeps you from getting into bad situations.
Bad posture.
With your knees.
This is perfect alignment for your squat, and you can hold it there. Now, if you happen to have anything, if you have anything in your hands, you can do some pec flies if you wanted to, or just hold.
Just to hold up here too, right?
Exactly. This is really good for your body, holding nice and tall.
Okay.
Are your legs starting to burn yet?
A little bit. They're starting to wobble here, yeah.
Perfect. So sometimes it might only be 10 seconds for a beginner.
Yes.
Just to make sure that you can get back up okay.
Okay.
And move it on up.
Okay. So this is certainly something you can do at your desk in your office throughout the day, but this doesn't replace getting out and being active.
No, you still want to be active, but this gets your blood flowing, gets you moving, and also give you more energy during your day. So if you're finding that you want to go for a snack or a coffee, try the exercises first. I bet that would help and give you some energy.
A fitness break is much better than a coffee break.
Yes,
here.
and you'll probably be surprised how much it's effective.
Now, there's a lot of things still going on in the summertime. The Parks, Recreation and Culture Department have a number of programs throughout the summer. You have some through your website, which is listed at www.
The shape you're in. ShapeYou'reIn.com, yes.
Good.
And also the rec center classes are there that I teach.
Okay,
yeah,
wonderful.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, did I miss the whole fitness thing?
Yeah.
I was out doing some, I don't even know what these are, lifts outside. You know, 129. But yes, no, obviously, thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much, Tara, for coming in on the show as well.
You're welcome.
And helping us out. I have a desk job as well, so any sort of extra information I have to, again, lose those calories and feel better, much appreciated. Plus, always, these kind of hosts are very inspiring, too, so thank you so much for coming on the show. I must admit, I am very, very stoked, really, all that office exercises are possible. A lot of folks said it would be a bit of a stretch to have a segment like this on the show, but, you know, we found a way to get it in there, because you can't just burn calories by sitting around in your muscle car and figuring out aerobics cube. Aerobics cube, yes, can't burn calories that. In fact, you know, even we're talking about in the office, but even restaurant servers could benefit from tips like these, you know, as when they aren't weight training and or learning how to sell beverages with the tri-sip before you bicep method. Tri-sip before you bicep. Oh crap, Todd's upset. All right, I'm already getting a dirty look then from the director, so any more bad jokes or they may send me swimming with endorphins. So they might banish me as well to the Stamina Canal, as it were. So I'm going to exercise my right here to bring the show to a close. My reps are taking a big hit, and I think I might lose my jog. So moving on, big thank you to our guests, to our hosts, to our volunteers and our staff in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. I also want to send a big shout out to Country Grocer for feeding our very, very hungry crew. You can also find photos and video of this very show on our Facebook page, facebook.com/theshowonshaw. As well, you can check out the Shaw TV Central Vancouver Island YouTube page for the clips as well. Finally, if you do have any more story suggestions or you want to be featured on the show, just send an email to our executive producer, Melissa Hall. Her email is melissa.hall@sjrb.ca. So as I walk over this way and rub Raymond's hair, isn't that just really nice hair? We're going to send it over to a guy who, well, I could try to rub his hair, but I probably wouldn't get very far. Eric Harper, one more song here called Cream and Sugar. For Eric Harper, thank you very much for watching the show right here on Shaw TV.
You like yours a cream and sugar. 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 As I could be your cream and sugar. As I could be the sweetness in your life. You like yours a cream and sugar. 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 As I could be your cream and sugar. As I could be the sweetness in your life. As I could be your cream and sugar. 'Cause I could be the sweetness in your life. 'Cause I could be your cream and sugar. 'Cause I could be the sweetness in your life. The sweetness in your life. The sweetness in your life.